welcome to this episode. Today, I just want to take the time to basically explain to the beginners on how to get the best start, what me and my teammates have found to be the best weapons to get started with, and go through a little bit of the armor as well. So, we're going to start at the smithy here. And I'm just going to choose a greasewood because that's what I use the most. The main weapons that you're going to start out with as soon as you start the game is the Kimura, the ore sword, and the bone cleaver. So if you look at the attack on the bone cleaver, it's 90, 0% affinity, 80 on the iron, and the Kimura is 50. Okay, so if we go up in the trees here, we'll go down here to the bone tree. We'll just go over to rarity 3. So on the bone wyvern fang 1, it's 150 attack, 0% affinity, dragon is 27, sharpness is green. Okay. If we go up to ore, it's only got 140. We go up to the Kimura, it's 140. Yes, it has blue sharpness, but for me, the attack and the affinity are what I'm looking at. Now, some may say the Diablos sword has more attack, which yes it does. It has 20 more attack. It has blue sharpness, but it has a 25% negative affinity. Okay, the negative affinity is going to make it to where you're not going to hit as hard as often. So that's why I choose to go with the 150 with the 0% affinity. Okay, now this goes for all the melee weapons. I have not tested out the light bow gun, heavy bow gun, or the bow just yet. I plan to shortly, hopefully. But for now, this is just for melee. Basically, what you're going to want to do is go out on expeditions and just gather bone. Just gather bone. I mean, you only need 3 monster bone S's to get the base greatsword. For sword and shield, it's same 3, and then lance. Imagine the same. Yeah, it's the same. Now monster bone S's. If you go over to, I always stay in the gathering hub. Everything's here. So here's your guild store. Here's the hub quest counter. I know you can't do the village quest here, but I plan on doing those later. But anyways, go here, expedition, the monster bone S's, you can just get in the runes right here. More than likely you'll just start out with the runes and the island to start out with. So go to the runes, gather bone, come back, make your sword, and then just take the time to learn the monster's attacks. I've been seeing on Facebook a lot that people are having a really hard time with the beginning monsters and getting a good start. The first monster you're going to fight is the shady monster right here. Now, yes, it is difficult, but it's not impossible. I did this with just the bone sword and the basic gear. I went to expedition first, went to the tour of the ruins, and I gathered bone, made my sword, went and fought him, beat him. Now, the further you get, yes, you're going to want to focus on gear. This is the base that they start out with, which isn't horrible. just because it has Crit Eye, it has Heroics, so you can stick with that for first 1-2 monsters, and then you're going to want to start going up the tree. Now, all the way through 2-star, I didn't really worry about my bonuses, which is right here. Now that I'm in 3-star, I've started worrying about the bonuses to a certain degree. Just make sure that you're upgrading your gear or substituting your gear. Like, say you start out with the Kimura set, okay? Just make sure that, you know, if you get down to Baggy or Azuros, you start looking into maybe substituting a few pieces. Like, Baggy gives attack boost for his chest piece. He gives attack boost for his boots. Azuros gives defense for his coil. Those all will help you. However, another thing to look at is the defense right there. The Azuros gives 10, the Baggy gives 10 defense. And when that's upgraded, it'll be even higher. And to upgrade it, you just go right here. And see, I made Kulayaku, I made 3 pieces of his to help me out along the way. You can really see where I started getting into different gear. There's attack boost and crit eye. There's maximum might. I'm starting to piece together an actual set. Anjanath, attack boost and attack boost. But the main thing is just learn the monsters. Don't get frustrated. This takes time. I have fought almost all the monsters I've fought so far, which, as you see, I'm on 3-star. I'm getting ready to go to 4-star. I've fought all these monsters at least 2 times, maybe 3, to get the pieces I needed to make the sets. Another thing that will help you is getting gear for your Palico and your dog. And it's the same thing. Now, I found out a little trick last night that I didn't know about. Say, let's go to the Palamute. Say I wanted to make this hammer, the Tiger X hammer, okay? I can click on it, it'll say insufficient scraps, which is fine. It'll say trade materials for scraps. Hit yes. It'll say 0 right there, don't freak out. You can click on it again. And what you do is you just choose whatever you think you're not going to need. And you can trade materials for scraps. That will allow you to make your dog's armor. I went ahead and went with the Diablos, just for some fact that it has high attack. Yes, it's negative affinity. But I don't think it's going to hinder my pet as much as it would hinder myself when it comes to the negative affinity. And then I went with the Diablos armor just because it gives 50. So, same with the Palico. On this one, I went ahead and went with the Gauss hammer and the full Gauss set. It gives 120, negative 5 affinity. So that's one way. These pets, they really help you, especially if you're playing solo, because you'll have both of them there in the fight. They'll be jumping on the monster's back, they'll be knocking the monster down for you, everything like that. So make sure that you're keeping up with your pets as well. So if you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help, and I appreciate everybody taking their time to watch the videos and subscribing. Thank you so much for the support. But I hope everybody has a great day. If you have suggestions on other videos that you'd like to see, please make a comment. I will do my best to make videos on all the content that you'd like. So, hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you next time.